Hey there, what's up everyone? My name is Terrifiger, and welcome to the 200 sub special, finally. Now, I know that I had said in the 8th Doki Doki Literature Club video that since summer vacation started, it was going to take a while for me to get it, working and everything. Get me to record a decent time. But actually, today, everybody came out of the house, and this was just like about a day or two after I posted that video, so... yeah, now it's up, and now I can actually record it. So now, here it is. Sorry if I come across as a little awkward. Whenever I make a vlog, I never prepare a script for these things. So just put a few general ideas into my head and see what I can formulate out of that. Okay, so first of all, I should mention that how. But if you saw my Father's Day video, the one where I'm at my grandparents' house and just fooling around with my two sisters, you might notice that in there I didn't have my crystal claw on. And that is because that I don't have it anymore. I was able to use... hold on a second. I was able to use my Terrifiger Infinity Gauntlet here. I was able to use the reality stone that it had to actually change my claw into a normal hand now. See? I have seriously missed having a fleshy right hand instead of just a hard, cold, crystal-made other claw one. Oh, man. But yeah, so I got both hands back now. Back in business. And there were also a few other things that I would like to announce. First of all, Also, another thing that caused me to not be able to do the 200 sub special, because I was actually planning on recording it before the Doki Doki Literature Club number 8 video happened, but before I even put in the description for one of my DDLC videos that I noticed how it was that I'd reached 200 subs. Just to, as once I reach 200 subs, then I'll post this, kind of like a thinking ahead of time. But there was a complication that prevented me from kind of doing that, and that was that my cat died. Well, one of them anyways. We have two cats. I'm sure I've shown them in vlogs before. We have that fat tubby tuxedo cat called Oreo, who's really playful and happy outside. And we've also got another skinnier tabby cat who's blind, or blind in the right eye and farsighted in the left, who's called Zoe. I've shown her in a couple of vlogs before, but yeah, she's the one who passed, and it was due to her old age, or really, it was because of her old age that we had her euthanized. Because it wasn't just her vision that was starting to downslide. All of her internal functions were starting to take a nosedive as well. She not only couldn't see very well, but she was disoriented a lot. She was bumping into walls. Oreo kept on attacking her whenever she came close, and whenever she tried to clean herself or scratch herself, she just ended up just toppling right over. And at one point, her neck wasn't even able to support her head, so it was just craned backwards there on the floor. And basically once that happened, then Mom started considering about just taking Zoe to the vet just to be euthanized, and that's what ended up happening. It wasn't really all of those bad functions that specifically made Mom want to consider euthanizing Zoe because she was getting too old. It was because Zoe actually started peeing in beds. Peeing, not only in beds, but just basically not the litter box. She was peeing on the floor too. And so basically when we all went to put her down, we all went to the vet. We all gathered her up and went to the vet. She got an injection which would put her to sleep, and then after she was asleep, not put to sleep in the sense where she died, but asleep in the sense where she's just unconscious. then she got a second injection, and this one ended up killing her. And honestly, I am really upset about it. I will miss her, but I wasn't upset as both of my sisters were. They were like shattered, and seeing them so sad really made me sad too. So now Orio's the only cat in the house. Speaking of Oreo, I think I can see her outside my door. Hold on a second. I'll see if she wants to come in. Come in. No. Yeah, she's here now. That's her right over there. I'll pick her up and show you. Hey, come on. This is Oreo. Say hello, Oreo. It's big, to be fat girl. I'll let her on the bed now because I'm sure that's what she'd like to do. You're just waiting outside my door. I could see her tail poking up underneath my door. So yeah, now Orio's the only cat in the house, and I'm sure she's happy about that because she's honestly not the type to get along with other cats. She gets along great with people, does not get along well with other cats or other animals in particular. So I don't know, but yeah. So that was one of the announcements. Another of the announcements that I was wanting to make was regarding like Article 13. Like, I know that Article 13 didn't get approved here in Canada. It got approved in the EU. But basically what I did was back when there was like a rumor going around how Article 13 was going to get approved in February or something for like everybody, but it just turned out to be the EU. Basically, I started devising a plan for a different series on my channel, because if Article 13 is approved, that means that I can't do gameplay videos anymore. I can certainly do vlogs, but I can't do gameplay videos anymore. And because the thing is that Article 13, in case you're one of the few people who don't know about it, it's basically a stronger copyright law. It's something that prevents people from like uploading content that involving stuff that belongs to an existing franchise. So that means people can't draw fan art. They can't make Let's Play videos. They couldn't even make, you know, like analysis videos and reaction videos and stuff like that. Anything that they want to put online would have to be their own 100% original content. And that is what got me the idea for doing a little series with little toys of mine. And I'm making sure the toys are not from any existing franchise, that they're just toys. And I had collected a whole bunch of cardboard so I could construct the sets by myself, and then I can paint them. And I even got, what I did was one of the toys that I got is this one. Like, he's painted to look like me right here. He's got a little frying pan. He's got his shirt and everything. He looks just like me. And the thing is that this guy technically is from an existing property. The base character that I used, he was from Supernatural, I think. He had like completely white eyes. He had a kind of frown there. He was wearing a gray sweater or something. Gray hoodie. I don't know. No, there's no hood. It was a sweater. So what I did was I just gave him a paint job, a good enough paint job to make him look completely unrecognizable, and he now looks like me. He used to have black hair, no facial hair. He didn't have any pupils or irises in his eyes, so they were just completely whited out. He had like some kind of weird rim around his eyes too, so I just traced around the rim with black to make it look like glasses. Gave him eyebrows, gave him facial hair, a lot of facial hair, although I had given him a lot of facial hair here way back when I actually did have a heck of a lot of facial hair that was just full bloom, and now I don't anymore. It's just a stubble. And gave him like a little mouth under there too, made his hair color super dark brown, and changed the shirt. And then of course the frying pan, because frying pans, hey, I do kind of like them as a weapon. So he was going to be the main character, and it's starring me. And I would basically, as far as other toys go, I don't really know. I mean, like, I had this dragon guy from Mega Bloks, and he looks kind of cool. He's got a mouth that can open and close. He's got little claws and stuff, little wings. He's got no tail though; it's broken off. And he's not a character that's like, I know he's from Mega Bloks, an existing company, but he's not from an existing franchise. He's just a one-off dragon made for a set. He doesn't have a name. He doesn't have any sort of importance in any kind of story. Nothing like that. He's just a dragon, just a random dragon. So he would be okay to use. As far as other toys go, I don't know. I have no idea what to use because I want to make sure that I'm not using other characters from existing properties. The person that this was off in Supernatural, I don't even know what his name was. Honestly, he was just some dude. Obviously a possessed dude, but regardless. So yeah, that's the series I was planning on doing. On that was if Article 13 ever got accepted. This was going to be like a little, quote unquote plan B for my channel. But since I've kind of really been liking this idea anyways, I feel like I'm probably just going to have this series be something on my channel anyways. There's little things that'll be acted out, filmed with my camera, and voiced on my microphone here. And some characters will need to, have voice changing programs or voice changers to make their voices work. And I've got a couple of voice changers on my computer, so it'll be fine. I was thinking I would like to actually use completely my own original characters, and I do have a good dozen original characters, and you've seen them, so some of them, or at least heard some of them. I don't think you actually have seen any of them, unless you've actually seen like one of them, Scrapper. He did a couple of videos where he reacted to fan art that was drawn of him on DeviantArt and stuff, and yeah, he's one instance, but everybody else I don't think you've seen, and I would like to introduce them soon. But basically I would like to have the series involve them, but I don't have any toys that resemble them or that I can paint over to look like them, because the majority of them aren't even human. So I figure I might have to, make them out of clay and stuff, but then that means they're fragile, because the kind of clay that I have is air drying, and I've tried using it before, but it can fall apart, it can break and stuff, so that means it's very fragile, and I don't know if I want to use that. And the other thing that I was going to do, the one last thing before I get into a game that I've been wanting to get into for quite a while now. Another thing, I'll just put this aside. Oh! The heck? Power Stone broke off. Huh. I guess the glue's kind of faulty. I'll have to repair that later. But alright. So anyways, the last thing that I was wanting to tell you was that... Wait, hold on a second. Something's looking a little weird here. Hold on. Something's acting up. The computer's acting up for a second. What the heck? Whoa. Guys. What the heck? Can you guys still hear me? The entire screen went all white. Hold on a second. Control, delete. No. That didn't work. Oh my gosh, my computer. This has never happened before. It's given me like your PC's run to a problem and needs to restart. But this is just. What the hell? Something up with the connection here? What the heck in hell? Okay, just tinkered around with there for a little bit, and something happened with my extension cord. Now the clock needs to be reset, but it's still not going away. Nothing's happening. Control, delete. Nothing's happening. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, oh god. Oh god, is that... Is that...